You need to look amazing on the inside and the outside of the store. People are driving by your restaurant, but if they're seeing hedges that are overgrown, they're seeing trees that are knocked over, they're seeing garbage in your parking lot, they're seeing maybe no cars, or maybe too many cars, or maybe they're seeing the drive-through, and they're seeing it like the cars are not moving, then they know they're not going to get through there in a reasonable amount of time, and so they're not going to come to your store. So you got. You've heard it said before, you're never to judge a book by its cover. And yet, we do it. Every day, we're judging something by its external. We don't know much about it, but we do judge it on the outside. And in a world so saturated with books, we judge books by their cover. So the dust jacket, what does it look like? Does the book even look interesting? We don't really care about the content until we're interested in the cover. The cover has to sell. And by the way, I've got a book right now in the publishing side, and it's being edited right now, and they're talking a lot about the cover, about how much effort should be put into it. What's the right picture? What's the right graphic? Should it be the picture of me and my daughter who are co-authors on it? Should it be a picture of this wheel or this boat or this ship or this scenery or whatever? Because there's a lot before people pick up to read the content, they have to be interested in the cover. So let's bring this forward and let's look at your quick service restaurant this way. In fast food service, you need to look amazing on the inside and the outside of the store. People are driving by your restaurant, but if they're seeing hedges that are overgrown, they're seeing trees that are knocked over, they're seeing garbage in your parking lot, they're seeing maybe no cars, or maybe too many cars, or maybe they're seeing the drive-through, and they're seeing it like the cars are not moving, then they know they're not going to get through there in a reasonable amount of time, and so they're not going to come to your store. So you got people on the outside that are waiting to come in the inside, but they're wanting to know by your cover, by the outside of your store, do I want to spend any time with these people? Do I really believe that they can serve me and give me a great experience? So some QSRs are opting for open kitchens. Open kitchen concept where the guests can see what's happening on the other side of the counter, so that they have that spirit of honesty and integrity. Now, whether or not you have an open concept on your kitchen or closed, I don't know if that's really the relevant need. I'm not sure exactly that, one or the other, pick one and just roll with it. But I do believe that people make the judgment call on their dining experiences based on the cleanliness of the store. On the inside, on the outside, is the parking lot swept? Is the inside of the store, is it clean? Are the tables clean? And do they believe that they've been sanitized with not little finger smudges on it? What about the front glass doors? First thing that people notice when they come in, smudges all over the doors, right? And you're usually going to have glass front doors, and they're going to see fingerprints all over. It needs to be just something steady throughout the day that you go through, and you may have to clean those doors 3 or 4 or 5 times a day just to make sure that the smudges are off. Having the floor swept, having them mopped. How about this? Having the trash cans emptied, right? If you have get your own beverages on the outside, making sure that's fully stocked and free of straw wrappers, because everybody just puts the straw wrappers right on the counter and nobody throws it away. All of these things. And you know what the top one is for me? Your bathrooms. Not just are they clean either. Do they smell clean? Do they look clean? Are they actually clean and sanitized? The floor swept up and everything. But you know what I've found? Do the bathrooms work? Are they functional? If the seat is all crooked and cocked and is broken on one side, replace the toilet seat. Does the toilet run constantly, or does it not even flush? Or maybe it's a plumbing issue. Or there's this McDonald's that I go to on a regular basis, and I use their restroom facility. Maybe get a coffee or whatever, but I use the restroom facility, and I have to be very careful, because when you turn the handle for the men's faucet, it doesn't have any screen on the faucet, and water just comes out and explodes against the sink, and it can splash up against my pants if I'm not careful. And so like that, and it's been like that, and every time I come in there, I'm thinking, I wonder if they fix that. I wonder if they fix that. I wonder if they fix that. You've been in some restrooms where they've got a trash bag over the men's urinal, or they've got a lock on the stall because it doesn't work. Fix those things. They got to be functional. And another thing is they got to be fully stocked. Right? This is all a part of people are making a judgment call on your business based on things other than the food. The food could be great. The content of your book could be great. But if people can't get past the cover, they're not going to the content. If people can't look beyond the outside of your store, the inside of your store, they're not going to order the food. The food could be excellent. It could be great quality, but if you have not put in the obvious effort to maintain the outside and the inside structures of the facility of your business itself, you could be missing out on additional revenue. And what I offer companies is a store audit, where I come in as a third party and I audit the outside, the inside of your store, the way your team looks, is everybody in full uniform, and basically structuring my business that way to help serve businesses like yours if you're in the fast food industry. Cleanliness, I believe, in business is more of a it's more than just a state of being. It's actually a state of mind. People come in with having a cleanliness as the state of mind, and cleanliness communicates self-respect. Cleanliness communicates self-care. And I believe it is cleanliness that is the best quality inspector for one's conscience.